Lesson 7.3 is scientific notation. The objective is to introduce scientific notation. We'll also review some of the other notations that we worked on, standard notation and number word notation. So we're going to start by taking a look at page 214 in your math journal. On this page you can see this is a good review of lesson 7.2. You're going to go through and you've got your exponential notation, your repeated multiplication, and then you're going to write your answer in standard notation. So 10 squared is 10 times 10, or 100. 10 to the third is 10 times 10 times 10, and we know that that is 1,000. Okay, 10 to the fourth, you'll want to continue with this pattern. You'll write out your repeated multiplication. I know that's 10 times itself 4 times. And I know over here, I guess that's where we'll write that answer, that is 10,000. Remember that neat little trick? Okay, my exponent's a 4. I've got 4 zeros after my 1. Down below, we're going to start multiplying other numbers times our powers of 10. So the first problem, they've given you an example here for number 6. 2 times 10 to the second is 2 times 100, which is equal to 200. So they took the 10 to the second, and they know that that equals 100. They figured that part out first. It's important to do those exponents first, and then multiply it by our other numbers. If we take a look at number 7 for an example, I know that 10 to the third is the same as 1,000. This is helpful up here when you do the bottom part. So 3 times 1,000. Okay, so I'm just taking that 10 to the third, writing it in standard notation over here. 3 times 1,000 is 3,000. And so you'll continue on with that pattern for the other problems on that page. We're going to look at another page in your math journal real quick and do a couple of examples together. If you flip, I guess down below here, standard notation and number word notation. Okay, so you can use this definition and example above. We're going to do number 11 together. This is very similar to what we just did on the last part, except now we're not going to break it down quite as much. I know again that 10 to the third is 1,000. So 5 times 1,000. Standard notation means I just write it like a number, so 5,000. But now we're going to introduce this number word notation. Okay, I'm going to write out 5 as my number. Okay, so it's not just words. Sometimes we get confused and forget that we need to put that number in there. I'm in the thousands place, so I'm going to use the word 1,000. Okay, let's look at one more like that just to make sure we understand how to write the number word notation. Okay, 10 squared, we know that's 100. So 7 times 100 is 700. Okay, our 7's our number here, so we're going to use 7. We're in the hundreds place. So that's our answer. Okay, so you'll continue on with that. And then we have one other type of notation we're doing. We're doing expanded notation during this lesson as well. So when you complete this page in your math journal, we'll flip the page again. And now on page 217, we're looking at breaking down our numbers by place value and expanding them. We've done this before. Okay, so letter A wants you to just do it as an addition expression. So this is the way you typically do it, where you look at the first digit, it's a 2, and it's worth 2,000. So we write 2,000 plus 7 is worth 700 plus the 8, it's worth 80. And then our 4 is in the ones place, so plus 4. Letter B has some different directions. Letter B wants you to write the same number as the sum of multiplication expressions. So now I'm going to take what I've done here, and that will help me down here. 2,000 is really 2 times 1,000. I'm going to go ahead and put that in parentheses. And 700 is really 7 times 100. So again, I'll put that in parentheses. Plus 8. Or 80 is 8 times 10 plus 4, which is really 4 times 1. So that kind of shows your place value. Okay, and then we'll do it one more way, and this will help you to finish up the page. This time we're doing it as a sum of multiplication expressions, but we're using our powers of 10. So we'll come back here. 2 times 1,000. I know 1,000 is 10 to the third. Okay, so see how we're using powers of 10 this time. Plus 7 times 100 squared plus 8 times 10, which you could put 10 to the first if you'd like to, and then we still have plus 4. If you want to, you can do 4 times 1. Okay, so you have a couple of other examples. This one, number 2, is a lot like letter A, and 3 is a lot like letter B. So you can use that as a model to help you get those completed.